The Sims world is getting a major update, and I hope our moms floors are going to be okay. What's up, boo? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a great day, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to the dark side. The Sims announced bug fixes and new features coming in the next update, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, if you want to read this yourself, you can. I'll leave a link in the description box below for you, because apparently there are 150 plus bug fixes coming with this update. Today's laundry list details just some of the 150 plus new features coming in our base game update on May 12th. Go ahead and put this May 12th in your calendars, everyone. Get your mod folders together, back up everything. My tips and tricks are just linked in the iCard for you, including improvements for some of your highest requested asks. This means new optimizations for infants, toddlers, sleep, and general sin autonomy, plus fixes for top voted community issues. These areas of improvement have been directly informed by top EA forum issues, with additional feedback collected from Discord and Reddit. We're also increasing the frequency of automatically generated backup saves, adding a new infant playmat, bringing a new layering feature in cast, and continuing to expand on the technical info we provide to modders and CCers to support their work. Look out for a lot more details on patch notes on May 12th. So there are 5 most top voted issues that were fixed. So Black Photos implemented 6 fixes addressing different causes of texture loss, along with additional testing on paintings and photos to catch previously unreported cases. The Sims team did say at the time of writing, all known Black photo bugs have been resolved. So hopefully, for those of you who are still suffering from it, you will no longer suffer from it, but they'll continue to monitor and address any new reports. Sims will no longer keep putting down infants before picking them back up. I'm gonna say hallelujah. Like, taking care of infants in The Sims were very annoying. Then we have Sims will no longer receive the secret witness sentiment when a married or engaged Sim is witness woohooing with their partner by another Sim. Then there's can't place item, fixed in both new and old saves. Sims could get stuck with Scandal. This is now fixed for new cases, and existing affected saves will have the lingering VX cleared. They should be fixed after May 12th. Now, the new base layer feature. When we first saw this, they just said base layer, and I think everybody was kind of confused. Maybe it was like the game itself getting a new upgrade, like an overhaul. We're adding a new category to create Sim called base layers, which will let Simmers express themselves by broadening their fashion choices, providing covered options, improving gender expression with the layer binder. There will be 8 base layer options for adults, 4 base layer options for children, and 2 base layer options for toddlers, all in a variety of colors. There's over 380 new base layer variants, including all swatches that can be layered. This gives players exponential new outfit combinations using any top or full body cast asset. That it looks like they've layered a lot of things. So I believe it's this shirt, the top yellow shirt, and then the bottom purple shirt. Of course, we have the long sleeve, short sleeve combo that a lot of people, I think myself, use dress in The Sims for with this child Sim. And then there's some long sleeves underneath. For this child, looks like they put the towel, and then maybe this is, I think this is a swimsuit. And for the little one here, the one piece with the long sleeves. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's about time that we had this. I really want to see how it works in game and how it's going to work with mod and CC, because The Sims did put out a tutorial for CC creators so they can make their own base layers. So I wonder if any CC will have to go through an update or a revamp in order to be compatible with this new system. Now, there are some infant and toddler improvements. So there's a new infant playmat. Sims prefer placing infants on playmats instead of the floor, making care feel more natural that all players can now enjoy. My Sims prefer to put my children on the floor and outside on the pavement, anywhere but this playmat, and honestly I buy it and I don't really use it. A new toggle in the options menu to disable caregiver autonomy for infant. When enable, all care is manual, though Sims will still socialize and you can use check infant. Neglect can lead to social services intervention. All here for this menu option, mainly because I feel like a lot of times our Sims are doing one thing, but then the minute an infant needs them, or the game just forces you to go to that infant a lot of time. Now, new infant thought bubbles for loud noises. Kids now react to loud noises with a buff in thought bubble. Okay, that's cute. There's additional hover type improvements, such as prefers bottle feeding interactions to clarify that choosing a preference restricts autonomous feeding to that method. There's infant tuning. So based on player feedback, Sims will now clean up diapers left on the floor after changing an infant or newborn, as long as the trash can is nearby. Changing an infant's diaper at the changing table takes about 1/3 less time than it used to. Okay. Infant hunger need will now decrease slightly more slowly. Feeding an infant will now take about 15 minutes sim time, which is half the time it previously took. Infant care interactions, so give, bottle, change diapers, etc., should now appear on the first pie menu when an infant's needs are low for your ease of success. Now, there's 25 plus bug fixes on top voted infants and toddler issues. So frequent infant pickups and put downs, infant and toddler needs would no longer decrease with the active sim, and they received feedback that reading to toddlers wasn't working well. Now, there's a base game autonomy and sleeping fixes. We fixed the issue that was causing NPCs to enter a house to drink water. Unfortunately, this fix was unable to be retroactive for saves in which this gameplay was already occurring. You're going to keep having this bug in your save unless you make a new one, which is a hassle. There's fixed the issues where children could be taken away despite not being neglected. Honestly, they can keep them. I think it would be that for like 2 seconds. I'm like, you know what? It's good. We're okay. Then Sims with the jealous trait will no longer get upset when their partner interacts with their own children. Okay then. Base game. Sims woken by a nearby TV or radio will now turn the device off and return to sleep. Fixed an issue where exhausted Sims could get into bed but still collapse from fatigue. Sims who fall asleep in bed will now remain there instead of getting up and passing out. Lovestruck has some new updates. Royalty and Legacy has updates. There's base game general fixes. Alongside major improvements to infants, autonomy, and sleep, this update will address a whole range of highly voted community issues across base game and packs. Highlights include gallery improvements like fewer upload timeouts and better sorting, fixes for disappearing animals and aging bugs, and improved event trait and interaction behavior. We've also made broad tagging, sorting, and visual updates and created a build mode to improve organization and consistency. Now, clearly this isn't 150 bug fixes. We'll get the full list with everything typed out on May 12th, so just keep an eye out for that. Even though my mods folder may be at risk, I am excited to see how the game runs and functions after this update. If you haven't already, go ahead and back up your saves, your tray folder, and prepare your Sims 4 mods folder for the update. You can check out my mod school videos. If you want more Sims 4 news and updates, make sure you subscribe. You like this video, you made it to the end, comment the emoji with the tear in its eye. I'm hoping our mods folders make it out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, boo.